Should I talk about the training?
Yeah.
Alice wanted me to have a bit like broader shoulders because, you know, you have to be able to put the suit on, and astronauts need to have strong shoulders, so I worked a bit on my shoulders, but also on my whole body with a wonderful trainer. And, you know, this whole world was completely unknown to me, and Alice gave me some books to read, some documentaries. We went to the European Space Agency a few times. Well, I practiced a couple of times in the Soyuz, when the simulator.
And all the trainers, that was funny about it, so that the trainers were real trainers for the European Space Agency, and they didn't give a shit that it was Eva Green, so they were really rude with her, like, come on, go on, like, they were really tough on her. And no, that's really what is particular about our film, I think, is that we really immersed, you know, in this world of astronauts, that we were really shooting in the real training centers where real astronauts are training, and for the first time, because those places are military places, you know, it's military bases, there is checkpoints to get there, it's a very, and we were really living with those astronauts in Prophylactorium. The bedroom of Eva in the film is not like a recreated set, and I haven't chosen the sheets, you know, of the beds. It's really a weird place. You don't have this image, of course, of this astronaut world, because we are used to those astronaut films where astronauts are superhumans, and it's a world where everything is easy. It's easy to leave the Earth. Everything is so simple. But in real life, it's really hard to leave the Earth. And we were living with those astronauts, and while we were shooting, you remember there was Luca Parmitano, who is now in space at this moment, but at that time he was training in Star City, and he was in love with Eva. He was so thrilled that we were in the same corridor. But yes, we had been living really with an astronaut, Thomas Pesquet, who is a very famous French astronaut, was really our godfather. He was like helping us to also Claudine Hay. I've been talking with so many women astronauts, writing also with trainers. So basically everything that you see in the film is real. And even if sometimes it seems really like, I don't know, like that's I think what is moving to me is to see how fragile it is, and everything is so old, and it's not what you are. But even American astronauts, they also are training in Star City. You know, in Houston they have bigger pools, but when it's time to leave the Earth, they go to Star City to learn the protocol of Soyuz, what Eva has learned with those very hard trainers. And also we have shot also in the real place where rockets are the launch pad in Kazakhstan. It's really something really moving to be there at the place where you leave the Earth. You know, it's not something like that. It's really. So I think it was very also. It was hard, and I admire Eva for her courage. I mean, she put herself in danger a lot of time, physically, but also yes, it was very hard training, and she was very courageous. And but at the same time, it was really strong to be on those real places. It was really inspiring.
And I mean, I really realized how demanding the job of an astronaut is, how much intellect, how much culture, physical perfection is required. I mean, it's true, they are like, you know, superheroes. They will go, you know, beyond the limits just for science. There's a kind of, I mean, they're kind of like masochistic, like big time actually, but it's all for a greater good, and there is a sense of sacrifice that is actually, you know, beautiful.
And to me, they were really like Greek gods, you know, with superpowers, but at the same time, really human flows you can connect with. And I think that's what I wanted to show in the film, because it's the paradox in the film, this the paradox of the astronaut is that they are superhuman, and also going to space is an experience of fragility and vulnerability, an experience of your own fragility, because again our bodies are made to live on Earth. You know, conditions in space are really hard. You know, it hurts physically. Like you lose your sense of balance. Your body, your cells grow older. Your body grows like from 3 to 4 inches, and it's terrible pain. All of the stuff, and so in a way, astronauts are kind of mutants. You know, I think I wanted to form this mutation because she becomes a space person, and at the same time, you know, when you become a space person, you realize how you are attached to the Earth. You know, that because it's more a film about Earth than a space movie. I think it's kind of celebration of the Earth. You know, all of these small details you don't pay attention to, like I don't know, like the sound of birds and the wind in the trees, all of that stuff. It's something you miss in space.